Hi guys, so I made this video because I signed up for Candid Invisible Aligners recently, and I didn't find that many videos online that were reviewing Candid. There were a lot for Smile Direct Club, but it seems like Candid is so different from Smile Direct Club that I wanted to kind of create my own just because there weren't that many out there. So, I decided that I wanted Invisalign a few years ago, and I went to a few orthodontists to get quotes. By the way, I don't always have this list, but it's because I actually have the Invisalign, the aligners in right now, and it's like the third day for me. Okay, so I wanted to get like Invisalign or something like Invisalign for a few years because on my top I have like this crowded tooth, and then the bottom you can see there's a lot more crowding. So I went to a few orthodontists to get some quotes, and people were quoting me like between $5,000 and $6,000 for 2 years of treatment with Invisalign. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that. And then I started seeing like ads for Smile Direct Club, and I actually used to work right by the Smile Direct Club location in New York. But when I saw that Smile Direct Club only moved like the first 4 teeth or something like that, I decided that I didn't want to do that. And also when I was like going and looking at these consultations, I noticed that all of these Invisalign people have these attachments that you put on your teeth, and like they're clear, but like they're kind of obvious when you look at someone's teeth if they actually have the attachments or not. So I kind of gave up for a while, and then I started seeing ads for Candid, and I saw that they promote that they like have their own orthodontist. So I was like, okay, that seems like it could be better than Smile Direct Club because they actually move all of the teeth at once. So I decided to give it a shot. Like most of you, I got some Instagram ad, and then I signed up for it for like the free do-it-yourself, or not free rather, but I signed up for some like half off or $25 ad for the thing where you like where you take the impressions and put the putty in your mouth and stuff. So this was my first issue with Candid. So I ordered this thing. It came pretty fast, I think within a week, but there were no instructions when I ordered it. So I had to call them, and they were really good on the phone, but they were like, okay, that's never happened before. We've never sent out an impression kit with no instructions. But luckily, I live in LA, so there is a location in West Hollywood that just opened up. So they made me an appointment there, and I went in to get the 3D scan, which was better because I didn't want to deal with the impressions anyway. So I went there to get a 3D scan. The experience was pretty good, although I could tell they were still having some like operational hiccups. Like it took, I think they only booked me for 30 minutes or an hour, and it ended up taking like 2 hours because I think the person was pretty new. But it wasn't that bad. I mean, everyone there was really nice and friendly, and I ended up just signing up on the spot because I think it was like $250 off, and then I negotiated a little bit more off, so it was a pretty good deal. It was definitely way better than all of the Invisalign prices that I was quoted. So I signed up on the spot, and this was around Thanksgiving, and it's January 23rd right now. So there was definitely a long waiting process in between actually signing up in the store and getting my aligners, this week. So basically, after I signed up, I waited for like the orthodontist to create my treatment plan, and so it basically took a month of complete radio silence from them. And I called a few times to follow up, but they just said like, we don't have any updates for you. We're still working on your treatment plan. And then around Christmas time, I think a day or two after Christmas, I finally like saw my treatment plan. It was only 7 months, which was really cool because all these Invisalign doctors or orthodontists were like yeah, it's going to take you 2 years for this. So it was kind of like the best of both worlds because I didn't have to deal with attachments. I didn't have to wait nearly as long as with Invisalign, and it's also way cheaper too. So I clicked approve like that day, and then I didn't actually receive my aligners until, today's the 23rd. I received my aligners on Saturday. But there was kind of a confusing email. So they send you your aligners, and then they say, okay, you have to book this appointment with a patient care specialist before you put the aligners in. But it's confusing because, you don't know when to book your appointment until you actually get the aligners because they don't have like the shipping, tracking number or anything like that. So I ended up calling on Sunday and just asking, can I just put these in? Because I don't want to wait for a patient care specialist because they were all booked up like until the middle of the week, and I just didn't want to keep waiting anymore. So when I called them, they said that's totally fine. You can just put them in now and then talk to your patient care specialist. And by the way, they're in right now. You really can't tell. You can kind of tell like in person, especially the first day. I think it was more obvious because things weren't fitting that well. My sister-in-law noticed pretty immediately because that was the first day, but I feel like most people really can't tell. My girlfriend can't even tell half the time. So I made this appointment with the patient care specialist, and by the way, today I got an email from the patient care specialist that said that she was like out sick or something and I had to reschedule again, so I'm not even gonna talk with them until next week or something. So it's a pretty new company. There's definitely some hiccups involved, but for the most part, I would say that like their customer service is pretty on point. Every time I call them, I get someone on the phone within a couple rings, and there's no like annoying on-hold music or people in India who don't understand me. So that is good. Nothing against India, the great country. So I'm going to talk about what the aligners are actually like. If you can't tell, I have this really annoying lisp. People say it's going to go away in a few days. I really hope it goes away in a few days. The aligners don't actually, they don't hurt, but they get annoying, if that makes sense. So sometimes they'll hurt, like when I first put them in, if I've just taken them out for an hour or so. But I get used to them pretty quickly. But I do notice that there is something in my mouth and it's really annoying and I really want them out of my mouth. The most annoying thing for me is I tend to eat all the time, and so I have to think about when I'm gonna eat now, and I have to think about flossing right after I eat and brushing my teeth after I eat and then brushing the aligners after I eat, and I'm just wow, it's such a thing now. But that's really my own ADD annoying thing, and probably other people may not have that same problem. Other than that, they're really not bad. They're definitely annoying. I really can't wait until I get them out. But I had braces when I was a kid and they 100% could be worse. Unfortunately, it's only day 3, so I really don't have many updates. They're pretty secure in there. I can't even take them out until I use the little tool that they provide, which hooks on to my molars, and then I can grab it off. But I think they're supposed to loosen up in a few days or so. That's it. So I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching.